Do you use cheese for example, you say someone thank you. Do you use
Which
cheese?
is cheers.
I know when
Uh,
you drink, for example, cheese.
you go cheers, or you go if you want to be Scottish. If you want to be Scottish, we don't usually say it, but if you want to be Scottish, you say slanger.
And you don't.
Slanger. Uh,
So
Slanger. That just means cheers. But we don't usually say it. We don't usually say it, but it's a Scottish word. You know what I mean?
you don't use cheers instead thank you, thanks.
Aye, we say cheers. Aye, we say thank you. Cheers, mate. Thank you, mate.
Uh, and if you say someone goodbye, catch you later.
Cheerio.
It's
Cheerio.
it's not English, man. It's English.
That's cheerio. Or
Catch you later.
see you after.
Cheerio.
See you after. Oh, sorry. See you after.
Ah, see you
So
after.
cheerio. See you after.
See you after. Yeah. And someone who are arrogant. You know what's the arrogant? You say tofinost, tofinost. Someone.
Toffee nose? Nah, we don't say that. We don't say toffee nose. That's merely an English term. Like we
And you
just
say
say
arrogant.
we just say you're a fucking. We just say you're up yourself. But say
And you use arrogant.
oh sorry, self. Arrogant, aye. You say you arrogant bastard. If we say you're up yourself, you fucking arrogant bastard.
Bastard. Uh,
You see him bastard as a trend. You know what I mean? You're seeing it as a
I know.
especially if somebody's angry. It's like you're a fucking bastard or you're a cunt. Or you're a fuck. You know what I mean? You're a fucking motor mouth bastard.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Use shag instead
Shagging, aye, that's fucking. You know what I mean?
instead sex. Shag.
Aye, shagging. I mean, or pumping. That's how you call it. That's what you call shagging as well. Pumping,
Pumpkin.
as in pump. Yeah, I mean like the way you pump a bike tire up.
Yeah, yeah.
We say pumping.
Okay. And do you say comfy when, for example, your car is comfortable? You say comfy?
Comfy, aye, we say
Yeah,
comfy.
comfy.
What is this
And
for?
do you use chuffed? For example, instead you say happy. For example,
Chuffed, aye. We
I
say chuffed.
okay.
Chuffed, aye. That's happy. I'm chuffed with that.
Ah.
You
I'm
see,
chuffed with I saw her.
I'm chuffed with myself. I'm chuffed with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Aye.
yeah. And what else? And if you say no problem, no biggie,
No problem.
no biggie.
Aye, no bother.
No, and
Don't worry about it.
another thing. For example, you say yes. You
Aye.
say you bet, you bet,
You what?
you bet.
No, you what?
No, no, you bet.
You what?
Oh, sorry. It's my language. Mm-hmm.
never heard of that. You bet.
You're right. You're right.
Uh, we mercy. Oh, you bet. That just means
Yes.
that's right. That just means that's right. We don't say you bet. We say that's right.
It's absolutely different.
We say that's right, which means that's right.
Ah, that's right.
You see that you bet. We
That's
go
right.
that's right.
That's right.
Aye.
Mhm.
Or we say that's it, which means that's it.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Aye,
Man,
that's
we
it.
study 2 years English practice. We have certificate. When we talk with you, we can understand each.
It's all right, brother. You know what I mean? It's fine. Where are you originally from?
Kurdistan.
Kyrgyzstan.
Kur- Kurdistan.
Kyrgyzstan.
No, that's
Kyrgyzstan.
no, no.
Kurdistan. Right.
Yes, yes, yes. Do you hear Kurdistan?
Kurdistan. You're
Yeah,
Kurdish.
yeah, yeah.
Right. See, we do ours as well. See, the R. We say Kurdish that we can roll our R's as well.
Kurdistan,
Kurdistan. You say
Kurdistan,
you
Kurd.
say Kurdistan. We say Kurdistan. That's how we would say it. You know what I mean?
Uh, uh,
Yeah, one of my friends is from Kurdistan. Uh,
oh, yeah,
my mate Mohammed, and
Muhammad.
he's like, oh, you Scottish guys, you can't understand.
Oh, no one can understand you, bro. It's absolutely different from English.
Aye, it's because it's old English. It's old English and Gaelic and English mixed together.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So especially me, like I'm from Glasgow, you know what I mean, in Scotland. And Glasgow in Scotland is like 50% Irish, 50% Scottish. So we've got a unique tongue, you know what I mean? We've got a very
yeah,
unique tongue and we're just it's kinda aggressive. It's kinda aggressive and like you know what I mean, it's quite blunt. Um kinda German, it's quite blunt and it's blunt, it's straight to the point, and kind of that's it really. But we're not aggressive at all. You know what I
uh,
mean?
yeah. It's natural. Tango, change tango, or create a new accent. It's a natural thing. It's in everywhere, but
Yeah.
it's very difficult for us as a non-native speaker. We we study a lot. For example,
Aye.
I'm a master degree student, and I study
Right.
English language. My presentation is English language. My study, my friend, all things English. But if we talk with English people, native, we cannot understand.
Aye. Aye. Especially the Welsh and the Scottish and the
Oh,
Irish.
we say they don't speak English.
We don't. We speak Old English.
Yeah, it's
It's
English, but it's old.
especially see the west and the north of Scotland. We speak Old English. We speak really old Gaelic, really old, and plus we've got slang as well.
Next
So,
one.
you know, in every city, right? Like, so imagine like New York and imagine America, and then imagine New York, Glasgow, and the north of Scotland is like that.
Oh,
It's that wise guy. Yeah, what's the deal? You know what I mean? What's the fucking deal? What you saying there? It's kind of the same attitude as well.
mhm.
It's the same kind of attitude as well, and is hooked. Oh, what words? Like three words can be hooked together. Look, where are you going? We'll say, where you gone?
Um, that's
Where are you going? We'll say, where you gone? Where you off to? Where are you off to? Where you off to? We'll like, take all of that and put it in
you
together.
link it all word, and we cannot understand English with that. Yeah.
What are you up to? We say, you up to?
Oh.
You up to?
So you
But when
guys,
you think about it, see, when you think about it, what are you up to? You up to? What are you up to? What are you up to? What you up to?
but
It's the same, you know what I mean? It's just kind of,
I know what do you mean exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a language, but
it's just it's just linguistics.
yes,
That's all it is. It's just like simple linguistics and ebonics as well. You get city ebonics as well. And the ebonics are everywhere. And like Mexican, especially in like Spanish, the Spanish tongue. You get Peruvians, Salvadorians, Central South Americans that they'll say, you know what I mean? You get like
absolutely.
you get an España guy like in Madrid, and they'll say
Madrid.
¿Cómo estás? But in El Salvador, they'll say ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está, Herrera? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
say different, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, but you haven't any problem with the formal English, isn't it? For example, guys like me, for example, talk with
Nah,
you.
nah, nah.
You understand
I can
absolutely.
understand you, but I could not. I couldn't speak like you.
Oh yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Understood.
I couldn't speak like you because
Mm,
it's too hard. It's too hard for me to speak like you. You actually speak better English than me.
as a
I think
grammar, as pronunciation,
Grammarly,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Grammarly, you speak better English than me.
yeah. I understood you exactly, but sometimes we want to deal with you and, for example, change some idea, some ideology. Or I have some question, but I cannot, for example, speak with you. It's make me bother bother.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's
anyway.
hard. And then you go to like Wales, and then you go and they speak a completely different tongue. And then you go to Ireland, and Ireland talk completely different as well.
Mhm.
But it's all English.
So
All
so
it's English.
sorry, which part of the UK are more speak formal, as
Formal, mostly southeast England. That's your quintessential English talker. That's your very proper, you know what I mean? Like very proper English talker. Southeast England, and sometimes more to the west, Oxford and all that stuff, and go to like upper London, like North London,
oh,
and
even
you get
in London, even in center of London, there is a different accent.
yeah, uh,
Oh,
you get your Bristol accent, you get your London accent, you get your Newcastle accent, you get your Manchester accent, you get your Glasgow accent, Edinburgh, your fucking Edinburgh fucking accent, mate. You know what I mean? And then you get your Aberdeen accent, hey. And it's and then you come over here and you go to Glasgow and we sound like this. So I'd say we're the least Scottish sounding. Glasgow's the least Scottish sounding because we are more Irish and Scottish like combined.
I
So
understood.
there you go.
Exactly. Another question: uh, does America have the same issue like you? I don't.
I
I
don't
don't
think
suppose.
so. I don't think so. I
Uh,
think there's more nuances. I think there's more nuances as opposed to actual words. I think there's more nuances apart from New York.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from New York and maybe Boston,
Mm-hmm.
down southeast still.
I know.
Apart from there, it's blanket. It's the same, and unless you want to go to where the mountain people are. Have you ever heard of the mountain talk?
Mountain, yeah.
And it's kind of like this is Scottish and Irish immigrants, and they're in the deep south. They're in the deep south of America, and they've got a crazy American, Irish, Scottish mix. But that's like fucking trailer park, like the communities that are away from people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These communities are quite small and quite away, and they're up in mountains and all that stuff. And you know what I mean? Like hillbillies. You ever heard of the term hillbillies?
Okay, yeah, you mean the Boston area territory.
Uh,
Yeah. So Scottish is the most different from the formal one, or
most different, definitely. Every English tongue, Scotland's the most like,
different.
diverse because Scotland has like five. Wait, Aberdeen, about five or six, including English, about five or six different uh, ways of talking.
Mm-hmm.
So me being from Glasgow, and then the guy in Edinburgh won't understand me. Somebody in Edinburgh will be like, "What? What you saying?" But you know, maybe like you have to slow down. It's kind of like Spanish and Italian. Yeah, Spanish and Italian. If you speak slowly,
Yeah,
they'll understand you.
it's good.
Because it's still Spanish and Italian are still romantic languages. You know what I mean? So they'll understand each other, but you've got to slow it down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear that Scotch is in the first place is not English. It's, it's different.
The first language is English. The second language is Gaelic. But
But
as
Gaelic
I,
is not English, absolutely.
as I said, um, you will get slang, which is Gaelic, and they'll say that's slang. You go, no, it's Gaelic. So when they say you're talking slang, you go, no, I'm talking slang. I'm saying Gaelic words. Within English, I'm saying Gaelic words in English. What so within the English language, Gaelic words are thrown in. Like aye, yes, that's Gaelic.
Gaelic. So
Aye,
Gaelic. Sorry to interrupt you. Gaelic is the very.
Gaelic-
Gaelic is also is English, but very
no.
difficult, or I can say very old tango. It's,
Gaelic is mostly Irish, right? So Gaelic's mostly Irish. It mostly comes from Ireland, and when you listen, if you listen to Gaelic, it sounds Scandinavian.
Mhm.
You actually listen to Gaelic, it sounds more Scandinavian than it does English. So, in other words, Gaelic is closer to Scandinavian tongue than it is to English tongue.
yeah, that's why affect each other.
So that's affected the Scottish accent, Scottish slang, Irish slang, Irish accent. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Which is pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. You know what I mean? I love that shit. You know what I mean?
Uh, it was very nice chatting with you. I
Yeah,
learned
well,
a
it's
lot.
just, what can I help you, brother? You know what I mean? God
Mhm.
willing, your master degree goes well. You know what I mean? God willing. You know what I mean? 'Cause I never had a master degree. You know what I mean?
Master degree also you?
No, no, no. I've not.
I think I get it. I didn't catch it. Catch up, please.
I spent most of my years in prison, so
Oh,
I so I spent most of my time in prison and just general labour jobs, and I was a chef. I've been a chef before,
uh,
but apart from that, done nothing. Not master. I studied before. I studied home studied myself.
oh,
I done my maths and I done English. You know what I mean? Because I done my maths and I done English, and then I studied science, and then I studied astrophysics, and then I studied
oh,
astro. You know what I mean? Like I basically went in the science route
fundamental.
by myself. By myself.
Yeah,
Like
it's great.
I paid the money. I paid the money to study.
Oh, it's great.
So
It's great.
higher maths, higher English, higher science, and then I moved on to astrophysics, and then I came back and I got all the certification by myself.
It's good, but what did you do right now? What do you do right now, sir?
Right now, I'm sick, so
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
do much. Aye.
I'm really sorry to hear that. I
No.
hope as soon as possible you recover. Um,
I doubt I'll recover. I'm mentally sick. Schizophrenia.
no,
Uh,
because of
schizophrenia.
oh
I've got schizophrenia.
yeah, yeah, I know. I don't know exactly, but I think this you hear a sound.
You hear voices. You
Oh
feel,
yeah,
you
yeah,
smell
yeah,
things,
yeah.
all that stuff. So
Oh, I see.
I get diagnosed schizophrenia when I was 24, and now I'm 37. So, but because I've been in trouble
Yeah.
and violent, I've been violent before. So because I've been violent, they say that you're not allowed to work because you're unsafe to work. So I was like, okay, I'm sorry, and I try and every year I try and better myself, and
I understand.
uh, but I don't think I'll work ever again.
Yeah, but government give you something. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I used to work. I mean, I worked ever since I was 16, all the way up to 24 years of age. Like I just worked. I was taking like three jobs, 3 jobs, and then the schizophrenia hit me.
Oh,
So I was like, fuck it, you know what I mean? And I was in hospitals as well. I've been in and out of mental correctional facilities, hospitals, and all that stuff. Uh, but
mhm.
95% of the time, I'm completely normal. If you know what I mean. I take my medication, everything's fine, and I'm normal and I feel good. But the government's like, no, no, you can't work. You're dangerous. And I'm like, to what degree? I'm more dangerous if you isolate me.
Yeah.
If you isolate me, I'll obviously think about it. Imagine like being like just cut off with society. That's what schizophrenia does to you, and other like, forms of psychosis, like psychotic illness. They'll cut you off with society and say you're unsafe to work. Maybe you should be on the sick. Maybe we should give you money, and it's like, well,
I think you mentioned it that you did a lot of things hard worker. That's why you got schizophrenia, or what's
no,
the main reason?
I could not tell you why I ended up
Oh,
schizophrenic.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
I could not tell you. No, I mean, I've
So
got a
sorry.
bit of PT, I've
Yeah,
got a bit
so
of
sorry.
PTSD. I've got a bit of PTSD because I seen when I was young, I seen a lot of violence. When I was very young, when I was very small, I seen a lot of violence and a lot of bad things. So maybe there's a connection between that and the schizophrenia, the psychosis. But me, I'm not qualified to explain. See, most people with schizophrenia or any psychotic illness, n- like me, him, her, put 100 people with schizophrenia in a room, every single one of them is different.
Oh yeah.
Every single one of them is completely different. So I think that schizophrenia is like a blanket term. You know what I mean? I think it's too. I don't think everybody is like, schizophrenic and dangerous.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
What doctor say, for example, do they say there's a hope, for example, you will recover and become a normal?
God willing, you know what I mean? God willing. Maybe they're looking at your brain. So the other in the future, see in 10 years from now, they might be able to go into my inside my brain and take out.
Your brain?
And then maybe who knows? Maybe in 10 years, like 20 years, they'll be able to go inside your brain and say this is the part that's causing. You know what I mean? They narrowed it down to your right frontal lobe and your left frontal lobes. That's where they narrowed schizophrenia down to. So maybe 10, 20, 30 years down the line, they'll be able to go in the
I hope
brain
so.
and figure it out. Who knows? Neurosurgery, neurosurgeons, they're the guys that will be able to understand that.
Yeah, we need a very advanced surgery
Yeah,
for
I
your
think surgery
very
because
complex.
those neurosurgeons are the same people that made up the medication, so they know that it's to do with your right hemisphere and your left hemisphere.
Uh,
They they know this. You know what I mean? They've known this since like the 1940s, the 1930s. They knew that antipsychotic drugs taken orally affected how a schizophrenic patient would act. So it's only a matter of time, 100 years maybe, for the 1930s, so 2030,
uh, uh,
2040.
could you tell me what thing is most worst you suffer with your sick with your situation?
Was the worst I suffered.
What thing is more worst for you? You have schizophrenia.
The medication.
Oh, medication.
The
You mean?
medication is horrible. It's like really. Imagine taking a pill, right? So you take a pill, and then about 10 minutes later, you're like, "Ooh, fuck." You're just
Oh,
like, you're just like chemically lowered. Like your mood is lowered. Everything's like dull, and you're just like, fuck's sake.
oh.
So
Uh, as I as I have comprehend, as I understood that this type of sickness here.
there's the Medicaid. Oh, it's backwards. You know what I mean? But it's called Larazidone.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
called Larazidone. It's a schizophrenic medication.
Mm-hmm.
When you take that, 10 minutes later, you're just like, fuck.
Oh.
You just you go for extremely energetic.
Uh-huh.
all the way down to this and talking like this and all right was
Gradually.
slows you down.
My one of my brothers has I don't know in English shots when they like I don't know freeze or his body. So he cut.
Seizures, seizures, epilepsy.
I don't know exactly in English. So the doctors take some drugs. They pill to eat.
Epilepsy.
Just a minute. Let me check.
You seize up.
Yeah. I
Seize up.
absolutely. You're
Right.
right.
Do you
Yes.
know epilepsy is connected to psychotic illness
Yeah.
and
Somehow.
schizophrenia? Aye,
Yeah.
it's connected. It's connected. So not only is the to sound my camera, but my I not only is like schizophrenia is physical. It's
Yeah.
not just in your head; it's actually physical as well. It's you can feel it.
In.
Oh, you can feel it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the doctors give his some pills when he eats, as you mentioned it.
Aye.
After 5-10 minutes, they will, how I can
Right.
say, suffer a lot. But after three months, it's become normal. But another thing, I don't know, maybe I was wrong. I heard that who has schizophrenia, he heard a fake sound. It's okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I hear it all the time.
and
And plus, I
what was
see things at the corner of my eyes. See here and here. I see sometimes I see things at the corner of my eyes.
sorry? Just I want to focus on the sound. What is what are the type of sound? For example, normal like people
I
talk.
I don't want to tell you that. I don't want to speak about that because it's hard. You know what I mean? I don't speak about it.
Yeah,
Uh,
you are right. Sorry.
it's tough. You know what I mean? I don't speak about it.
Okay, thank you. I learn a lot with your chatting, to be honest with you. But
Sometimes it's biblical. A lot of the times it's biblical, and sometimes it's evil. So that's all I'm going to say. Sometimes
oh,
it's good, and sometimes it's evil.
do you believe there's an evil
Yep,
and God?
yep. Oh, there's a God,
I
definitely,
hope God
100%.
help
I
me.
mean, but God made us. You deny the universe. You know what I mean? That's God. It's the universe. So science and all that stuff is God.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's Allah. The Allah created everything. So
Yeah.
uh,
Do you read about Islam religion?
yep. I'm a Muslim. So
Because I think
I wouldn't be
all
I'm
religion.
Christian. I mean, I'm Christian, but I've read the Muslim. I've read the Quran, the Torah,
I know.
and I've read the Old Testament, the New Testament. But
Uh,
I'm more Old Testament. You know, what I mean, I'm more Old Testament Christianity.
This guy is yeah. You can choose the right one if we study all of them. But
Nobody's incorrect. Nobody is incorrect. A Muslim and a Christian is not incorrect. It's still the understanding the God, the Allah. It's still the understanding of Allah creating life and giving us the opportunity to be better and know that you're a sinner and you can better yourself. So it's all the same. To me, it's all the same. Allah, Buddha, Christian, Protestant, you know what I mean? Anything Sikh, yeah, anything, yeah, it's just forgotten between us, between humans. We forgot that we were connected. So
You
we
have very
created
beautiful soul. You have very beautiful soul. I like it. Yeah, yeah. But
but
her
we'll all
religion.
just get amnesia. All humans will just get amnesia that we're all connected, that we're under God. You know what I mean? As long as you're righteous and you're good, and you go to paradise. So that's it.
Inshallah.
Salam alaikum, brother. But you always go to paradise if you're good. You're righteous, and you're good, and you think good mentally, and you don't hide. You don't hide any bad things. You go straight to paradise and see your family, and you see your friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Salam. Salam. Very good idea about religion. I like it. There are some people said no, there is no devil, there is no God, there is no paradise, no
and
hell.
that's God. That's godless people, and they're dangerous because that's jinn, as evil jinn. Godless people have been they've affected they're affected by evil. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have the same
don't
thing in Islam. Yeah, as you say.
maybe they go to purgatory. Some of the unknown people, maybe they go to purgatory for not understanding. But the people that are really evil, they go hell. They go straight to hell. But they were always from hell. They were always from hell. They were always there to trick you. They were always there. They don't. So real evil is there to mislead. You know what I mean? So real evil is there to mislead. Real good goes to purgatory or paradise. And from purgatory to paradise eventually when you pay for your sins.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
That's just what I believe. That's just what I believe. It may not be what you believe. Non-believers, a lot of cultures will say, "Well, you're a non-believer, so you go to eternal damnation." I don't believe that. I believe in that. And if you're ignorant and you're bad, you go to purgatory and you pay, and then you go to paradise because you were always a good person. You were just misled, maybe. You may be misled.
So we all have to be kindness, God job, God work, don't hate,
Kind,
don't bother
you
people.
always have kindness. Always have God in your head. Always have good intentions. Never attack. Never be overbearing on feeble people. You know what I mean? Never kill. Never rape. Never all that horrible stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Ah, anyway, it was very good and nice chatting. I
Thank you.
learned a
By
lot.
the way, my name's David.
David, David, yeah. In Arabic, David, yeah, mean
Yavid.
in Arabic, David.
David Yavid.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
anyway.
David is just as common as Muhammad and as Rahim or Ali. You know
We
what I mean?
have, yeah, we have Muhammad. You don't have Muhammad, and you don't have Ali. But another
No,
Ismail.
we've got Ali in Scottish. In Scotland, we've got Ali.
Oh yeah.
In in Gaelic, we have Ali, which is
And,
Ali.
I saw there was a girl. Her name is Ali. Do you have girl Ali?
Ali, aye.
Yeah. Uh,
Yep.
yeah. David.
But that's just because the A, because A usually meant Omni, by name. So if you had L and a A or a S and an A, so Ashley could be a male and a female's name. Lacey can be a male and a female's name.
Yeah.
Uh, Ronnie, Ron can be a male and a female's name.
We have such a thing. Yes. There are some names suitable for both gender, but not
Right.
for gay.
But you're not going to call a woman Ali Muhammad Karim or whatever. You're not going to call a woman Ali Muhammad Karim.
Yeah.
You're going to call a woman a more feminine name, obviously.
Yeah. And Ahmad is very popular in our country, in every Muslim country. Muhammad,
Uh,
number one, Muhammad, number two, Ahmad, and
Ahmed.
number three, Ali. This
Uh,
three name is very popular, and
Zabru-
it
my,
never.
my barber that cuts my hair, his name's Muhammad, and his brother's name's Ali.
Yeah,
So it's I mean, it's funny because it's like he's the most cut. He's like, man, I fucking hate Muhammad. Why do not call me Imhotep or Emma? You know what I mean? Why do not call me something cool? You know what I mean? I'm like, shut up, Muhammad, man. You know what I mean? You got a good name. It's a good, strong name. I was like, look, I'm fucking David. That's the most cliche Christian name ever. Let's just call him David. David, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Call him Chris.
you you
Christopher,
you love your name?
of course.
Yeah. It's very very good, popular and
In
easy.
the Bible,
Yeah.
it's the guy in the Bible. It's the small guy that fucking had the giant with the stone. He had a small stone, and there was a giant in the Bible, and he hit the giant with the stone, and the giant fell down.
What's the James? Sorry.
It's David and the giant. You Google it in the Bible. It's David and the giant.
I don't know what's the Jane.
Giant, as in a giant man, like giant.
Oh yeah.
Giant. So in the Bible, there was David and the giant, and he took the giant out with a stone and a slingshot.
Oh yeah. Mm,
That's a story in the Bible.
yes. Okay. Yes.
Hey, brother,
We late.
I'm
Salam
going
alaikum.
to
I
go to take
appreciate.
a piss. That's another Scottish term. I'm going to go take a piss, a pee, a urinate. It goes, I'm going to go take a piss.
It's late. It's time to sleep, bro. I'm really appreciate this chatting. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your information.
You're appreciated, man.
Salam
I
alaikum.
appreciate you, brother. Salam alaikum, brother. You know what I mean? I love you, man. Hey, take care.
Bye.
Hey,